always start off just going like that.
Yes, hands.
Oh dear. I'm just like, I don't, all over the place this evening, so it's gonna be chaotic.
No, it's fine. We love the chaotic energy.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
So thank you for coming. Oh.
You okay?
I feel like I'm just gonna be so giggly this evening.
We need it.
Yeah, exactly. I've had a really stressful day at work, to be fair, so we needed this. Yeah.
You can unwind a bit.
No, exactly.
Hello.
See, so many people are here already.
Oh, whoop whoop! We love that. Oh dear. I've just been going through. I found like an old folder on the laptop, and it's like my old phone. And there's some interesting and quality pictures on there. And videos. Like 14
I found a memory stick, and I was like, oh, what's on this? Yeah, it's literally an album of like thousands of photos. You know, when you're at that age where it's just literally all of them are, yeah, the same type of thing. And I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah. But it's always fun to look back on. That's why you take photos, to look back on. So.
Exactly.
But I found like a video, and it's me trying to do like a backwards roll on my bed, and it's just awful. And I'm like, why did I record this?
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
Oh, I jumped. Hello. I'm going to do a little chunk of the sun inside your house. No.
Nice. That's a Steffi Perkins one, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. I think a couple of people are reading it right now. I don't know if it's a body
Leah just finished it. I think because that's the only reason why because it's like an old booktube book. I feel like it came out quite a while ago.
Yeah, it's what I've always wanted to read, but I'm like, I don't know if it's too. I don't know. It's because she's written like contemporary stuff, hasn't she? I'm like, I shouldn't connect it, but I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I feel you on that.
But I'll see what Chloe says, and I might. Yeah.
But I'm wanting to start Rune Rising. Nice. That's the Start Going Going sequel, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have no idea what goes on in that like series.
I read Six of Crows and I read Crooked Kingdom, but I can't really remember them at all. And I have no interest in watching the series.
I can't say how I do.
I do.
It was just the fact that my boyfriend like texted me like a week ago being like, oh, there's a new Netflix show coming called Shadow and Bone. Apparently it's like a best-selling book. And I was like, yeah, it is. And he goes, oh, okay, so do you want to watch it? And I was like, no, you can watch it by yourself.
I'm intrigued. I feel like if it's done well, it'll be a good show regardless. But yeah, I don't know. I'm confused as to how they're bringing it all together.
Yeah, because they're merging Six of Crows. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lot of different things. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's good.
I'm sure it will be. Most Netflix things these days are good.
Yeah.
I am part-time as a librarian at the moment, but then in September I'm returning as a student.
Nice.
So yeah, that's me.
I'm a graphic designer full-time, unfortunately, work from home since March last year. Getting a bit fed off with it now, but we'll get through it. It's fine.
I forgot what I was doing then. I'm a student. I'm currently on placement doing my teacher's training, and then I also work at a supermarket part-time as well. But I'm off at the minute because there was issues with like you can't be on placement and work because you're in contact with too many people. So
okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I kind of expected it to be fair, but yeah, it's a faff.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. Everything's a faff at the minute, to be fair.
So. Yeah, it's like I want to be working because obviously I want that extra money and stuff because I'm not on furlough now. I'm just like on leave.
Okay.
But I paid for it, but again, I'm like, this is what I want to do as a job. So I've kind of got to prioritize it.
Yeah, no, exactly. It'll be worth it in the long run.
Yeah, definitely. It's only 9 weeks now. I've only got 9
Okay.
weeks left, so
Nice. That's
Nice.
exciting.
It is, but it's terrifying because I've literally only been teaching for like a week. I'm like, oh no. But, yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm finally back at the zoo this week. Or like on Friday I got like training, and then it's open on Monday. And I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I just
that's really exciting. I think you broke up a bit. I didn't actually hear what you said.
Yeah, I lost it a bit.
I was just saying I miss being with the animals. So
Oh, okay.
I would.
Nice. Yeah.
yeah, we got like a new sloth in because we had like a loner male, and he's got like a girlfriend now. So
That's brilliant.
Cutest thing.
oh, it's my favorite thing. I just love being in there with them. They're so naughty, but we love that. Oh, my favorite thing that he does. So the sloth, like, it's a walk-through enclosure, so the public can come in. And there's like those flap things that like that's how you get in. There's like the double door thing, and the sloth has his little route down from his little box, down through like the branches and onto the path, and he knows how to escape. And we're like, who I am, I'm not allowed to touch the animals, and so we have to like radio people all the time because the sloth. He's speedy. You'd be mistaken, but he's speedy. He can get out really quickly. So you're like, can someone please help get the sloth back?
Oh my God, I love that.
That's so cool.
He's so naughty, but I love it. Keeps me on my toes. So good. That was someone inside your house, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, thank you. I feel like a lollipop for some reason. I feel like, one of those multicolored lollies. That's what
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like, the same thing over and over again, and I'm like, okay, I need to like switch it up. Can't just be in grey and black all the time. Let's try and be different.
That's my entire wardrobe.
Yeah.
Literally, me too.
Or a red jumper. I feel like that's my staple sort of look right now. Is like red jumper and leggings.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I feel like.
In Truthfish, nice. I haven't read it myself, but
No.
I enjoyed it. I didn't DNF it. I almost unhauled it, and then I reread it the week before, and I really enjoyed it. So I hope you like it. Let us know. The second book's just arrived for me, so I don't know when I'll get to it, but hopefully soon.
Nice.
I'm going to be editing tonight. Nice. Yeah, what is everyone reading? I don't even ask you what you guys are reading.
I'm reading. I have 15% left of my e-arc, which I'm hoping to get done tonight, of The Summer Job by Lizzie Dent. So I'm hoping to get that done. It shouldn't take me too long because I read about 10% every half hour. So I should get it done in the first sprint, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then, such an old lady. Bear Town.
20. Yeah, I think I'm gonna edit a bit in the first sprints because my vlog was meant to go up on Tuesday, and then I was like, it'll go up today. It's not going up today. It'll go up tomorrow. So I actually need to act. Well, I've still got a clip to film for it, and then I will finish editing that. So I'm just a mess. But if I need a break, I will be reading this. But I haven't read this since our little like Twitter sprint the other day. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
on
was gonna say where you at.
184, so I'm on chapter 20.
Okay.
Not too bad. But
it gets intense in a bit. So just
yeah, I feel like that's what I've been saying. Like the first 100 pages was so slow.
The first 200 pages was slow.
All of this was a bit slow, and now I'm like, okay, we're starting to like go somewhere. So I'm hoping.
I was on Joe's sprint yesterday, and she said that everything connects to what you've read.
Okay.
So it all makes sense, but I'm just at that point of I don't care. I was saying this in my vlog because I'm weekly vlogging again now, and I said, like, I feel sorry for Rhiannon because it's her first experience of Frederick Bachman, whereas at least I know that his other works are for me and I'll continue reading it, but I feel sorry that you might be scared to read any more of his books.
I'm not. I really like it, but I think I've said, and I think I'm filming like 2 vlogs where I mention it, and I'm literally like, we get that this town is small. We get that this town likes ice hockey. Let's just move on. I feel like it just keeps saying the same thing over and over again. So I was a bit like, oh, I can't be asked picking it up because I know what it's gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
Be. But now I'm like, okay, I'm very intrigued, and I think once I actually get to this big event and once it sort of gets going, I feel like I can fly through it.
Yeah, I feel like the last 200 pages are going to be really quick for me, and I'm hoping to actually finish it by Friday.
Yeah, I think that, because this is the only book now that I am reading.
Yeah.
I normally read like 3 books at once, but I've been doing that over the weekend. So this is like, I'm going to dedicate all my focus to this, I think.
Nice.
But yeah, I feel like I read that really quickly with you guys last night. I read a good chunk of it. Was it last night or the night before? I can't.
It was last night, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
But, yeah, it's just a weird one for me, but hopefully it picks up because there's just so many characters as well that I feel like I can't like lose focus because then I just get really confused.
Yeah, I keep getting Kevin and Peter mixed up. I know this is like a whole Bear Town talks. Aware of that.
All the coaches, for me, I'm like, wait, which one's this one? Is it the older one? Is it the guy that's replacing him? Or is it the one that was a hockey star or something? And I'm just okay. But it's the fact that changes perspective in the middle of the chapter as well. Because I'll be reading and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is this person. And then it switches and I'm like, oh, wait, who's this?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's quite confusing. And Anxious People has a lot of characters too, but I feel like they're a lot more distinctive.
Yeah.
Because they all have their own backstories, whereas everyone's backstory is they grew up in a small town and played hockey.
I love like the writing, I love the characters and everything, but it's literally every single person says the same thing over and over again, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think once the thing happens, which I don't know if I know what's going to happen, but I have a feeling. I feel like once that happens and the town's more divided,
you can always message the group chat because obviously Joe's a reread and I've got to that point now. So if you want to speculate what might happen, it's.
I feel bad for Joe because I don't want to say anything because she's then like, but yeah, I don't know, but I am really interested in it now. I think it's finally gotten to the point where I'm like, I just want this to happen now, like so yeah. Sorry, I feel like I've been talking for a while.
This is Emily's sprints, but we're taking over.
Yeah. Sorry, Emily. Carry on. What are you reading?
I'm not currently reading anything, but I might start an audio book at some point in this first sprint. But to be confirmed.
Oh, is that what TBC means?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
just
you can do that, but I've always associated TBC with to be continued and then TBD as in to be discussed.
Oh.
I think that might just be work lingo, the TBD.
See, I always thought TBD was to be determined or to be decided.
Yeah, I saw it in your name and I was like, I don't know what that stands for, but I'll just sit here quietly until it comes up.
It could have been a book, to be fair. TBC.
Yeah, exactly. Hello. Thanks for coming. Working from home all year has been hell. Working from home. I was like, what does that stand for? Working from home. I work in HR and I'm a master's student too. Wow.
Working from home and a master's during a pandemic.
That is impressive. I've done like bugger all, so.
I started this YouTube channel.
Yeah, pretty much. So sort of work. It's volunteering, so but yes, I do.
That's so cool. I would love to do that.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, because I applied for a job, or I was looking for a job in Chester Zoo back when I lived there, so like 4 years ago, and I still get job things coming through to me every now and again, like, oh, we need someone for this job, and I'm like, oh, that would honestly be like my favorite thing ever, but it's really sad.
Yeah, but it's good fun. I work in like the public enclosures. So basically just people controlled, but also get to be with the animals. So
That's so cool.
yeah, because it's been closed for like so long now. And like I did one day over Christmas, and before then it was like summer. And you know, I used to just spend my days with like the lorikeets, and they'd all just like sit on my shoulders, and that was it. But yeah, so
Hopefully soon everything will get back to normal.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel really bad for them because I know, again, Chester Zoo was like saying it might have to close because it obviously the money wasn't coming in.
Mm.
I think they got some sort of like money from the government or something.
Yeah.
Oh no.
yeah,
It's not close things like that. It's just this open. They saw last summer that cases didn't rise when people were outside really close together. So outdoor things should just, if enclosures are inside, fair enough. Don't open those areas, but they can. There's a lot of zoo aspects that are outside, so why can't they just open those bits?
Yeah, especially something like that where, like you say, the majority of stuff is like outside, and you can spend a good day just walking around outside. Like, obviously,
exactly.
if the weather's rubbish, then it's bad. But like,
yeah.
Exactly.
One day when I was there was this like hen do came along. It was when there was like the rule of 6, and there were these like 6 like bridal party, and they came, and it's quite a young zoo. It's targeted at like quite young people. It's quite small, and there's like this little train that goes around, and they were like, part of my role in one of the areas, you have to wave at the train every time it goes around. And we were like waving at it. We looked so embarrassed, but they were like, "This is the best hen do ever."
why do I feel like that would be me? I would absolutely love that. That sounds like a great time.
So fun.
But I'll quickly get through the comments and we can sprint.
Nice.
It's good fun. And that's my brother, because I left half the dinner downstairs.
Oh, I will probably make dinner during the sprint as well, actually. I forgot. I always forget because it's light outside now, obviously. I lose track of time, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's what, 7:30? And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. Woo Bear Town.
Yeah, I always as well. I always say it as 2 different words, but I think it's just Bear Town, isn't it? Like one word, like Joe's.
Well, he says it a lot in the book, so we should be able to figure it out.
Yeah, well, that's what, because it's like, because on the cover it looks like 2 words. I've been putting it as 2 words, but now I think I'm just being stupid and that it's 1 word.
Yeah, no, I'm going to find a place in the book. It's always the reason you're trying to look for something specific and it doesn't come up. But when you don't want it to come up, it always comes up.
It's on the back, Rachel. I've just seen it.
Yeah, it's 1 word.
Okay. My name then, because I feel stupid.
I love how I actually went into the pages and you were just like, yeah, it's on the back. Oh, no.
It's just because I was holding it and I looked and I was like, it's literally there about 4 times. Yeah. Thank you for clearing that up.
I'll be back in a while. She's probably gone because that was 10 minutes ago.
Oh, nice.
I want to read that, so I'll be excited to see what you think.
Yeah. Yeah, good idea. Right. Message in the group.
I might do, but again, I don't know if I'm
intrigued to see what your thoughts are or where you think it's going to go.
Yeah, I don't. Again, because there's so many different characters, and anyone could be responsible for anything in a way. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But from the hints we've got, I feel like it's going to be 2 characters. I might just message, actually.
Yeah. I think all the hints went over my head because I was so shocked. I was like, what is happening? Maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention because I wasn't really caring. So when it actually happened, I was like, wow.
I can't remember the names of the characters, though. I'm like about to type, and I'm like, I don't even know their names. I think I said one of them the other day.
Maya?
Bobo. Cool.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Bobo. Wow. There's too many characters. There's about 10 characters that you're following.
Oh, I know. What's that? Oh, damn. What's she called? Sorry, Kara. What's it taking over? I'm just trying to scan.
I feel like we've gone into detail about this question already, but
yeah.
I am liking it. It's just it took me a while to get into it.
Yeah.
Hello. I don't know how to say.
Ariadne, I think, because I've pre-ordered that, and I don't know when it's out, but I'm excited to hear your thoughts because I'm so excited for that book.
Yeah. Hello. The Greek Goddess. I'm assuming that's in refer. Yeah. Waterbirds. Something like that. Yes. Okay, that's the conversation. Going to be reading The Terminal Man. Nice. I haven't heard of that, but that's the author that wrote Jurassic Park, isn't it? I think.
Oh, I'm not sure. I really want to read those books, but I haven't got to it yet. I said the
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I love
one of my favorite film franchises.
Yay! Do you like the new ones?
Yes.
Do you? See, I loved the first one. The second one, I was a bit like.
Yeah, the second one I think is the weakest out of the three, but it was when I off a tangent when I worked in Walt Disney World.
You worked in Walt Disney World.
I know. You couldn't actually get into the Disney parks for a while until you went through like a traditions class, and it told you about the company, and then you got your little blue pass. So we were able to get into Universal first because we brought annual passes because it made it cheaper. So my first ride in Orlando was the Jurassic Park ride in Universal. But now this June they're releasing a Velocicoaster, and I know.
Nice.
It's literally, Google it. There's a trailer and everything for it.
Oh my god!
It literally looks epic. It looks so good. It's literally like you're being chased by them.
Because I wanted to know when there was a Jaws ride as well, or like ride. It was like an experience thing, wasn't it? But that's not there anymore, which I was scared about. Oh wait, what was it called?
Velocicoaster. So VELI.
Yeah, I wrote I can't even say it. Velociraptor. I actually wrote that in, so yeah, I couldn't find it. Oh my god, that looks so cool,
doesn't it? It looks epic. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, that looks absolutely amazing.
I'm gonna have to Google this in the sprint.
Everyone go Google it. If you like roller coasters, you'd literally make the trip to Universal just for that ride. It looks absolutely insane.
Just like looks amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like there's like a mini stealth section. I feel like that's a good representation of it because everyone knows stealth because most of us are from the UK, I feel like. But it's not as high. It doesn't look as high, but it's that sort of like straight up, straight down sort of.
Oh my god. Oh, I need to go. Yes. I still need to get Tom to watch the films because he's never watched the old Jurassic Park films, and I'm like, now they're literally the best things ever.
The way they get suspense in that first film when effects and stuff aren't massive is incredible. It's the scariest film for me. I'm literally watching behind my eyes. I'm like,
no matter how many times you watch it as well, it's still the same sort of like.
Yeah. You make me want to watch it. I might have to watch it the weekend.
I'm like, I might just put it on later.
I don't watch films during the week. I'm not a film during the week person.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I haven't watched a film in a while. But... Sorry, Emily.
I was going to say, the audiobook is on Scribd, so that might be what I just start randomly reading right now.
What? Jurassic Park?
We're all like... Okay.
Another TBR book I didn't think I was adding to my list this month.
I've seen a really stunning copy of it, and I don't know if it's like a Barnes & Noble one or anything, but I really want to get it. Oh, it just looks so good.
Yeah, it is written by that author.
Nice.
Apparently it's actually really good as well, so like I'm excited to...
I'm definitely going to listen to that. I'd be wondering if like they have the sound effects and stuff.
Oh my god, that would be so cool. I feel like it'd be... Imagine walking outside and you just go...
It's 15 hours long. I don't read audiobooks that are 15 hours long.
15 hours, that's nothing. Game of Thrones is like 40, I think.
That's why I don't read fantasy, guys.
Yeah, I think the Diviners as well is really long, but if you listen at like 2 times the speed, it's not too bad.
No, I do tend to listen to audiobooks quite quickly. So.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm saving that. Cool. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Isn't that film now out on Amazon?
I want to watch it, but it's so expensive for like just to rent.
Oh, well, do you have to pay? Is it not on anything? No.
It's 16 quid for just to rent it, and you can't buy it.
I think it's because they're all kind of doing it. Disney Plus are doing it as well, where you can get like early access to films they were going to release in the cinema, and then you kind of pay a cinema ticket.
Have they released Mulan yet?
Yeah.
Have they?
That came out about September for like premiere release.
Yeah.
Where you paid like 20 quid to watch it early, and then it came out properly in December. I still haven't watched it because I don't like Mulan anyway. But
I didn't know it came out without you having to pay for it, so I'll check that out. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, well, I'm not going to pay for it if I can just wait.
The one that's on Premier Access at the minute is Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh, that looks so good.
And the little companion is so cute.
But again, I don't want to pay for it because I'm like, I pay £60 a year for Disney Plus. Like, I'm not going to pay an extra like 20 quid just.
That's what I said to my boyfriend. I was like, I don't want to pay extra to watch a film that I can watch in like a few months' time when it comes out for free.
Yeah, exactly. But I started reading this book. I got 30 pages in, and then I just didn't finish it.
I think I'm about the same. I read it years and years ago. I got like 15 pages in and just couldn't get my head around it. So I unhauled the trilogy because I got the trilogy on like iWorks or something. iWorks on like the works or whatever. So.
Yeah, that's what I did. And I've got them, and I'm like, I think I'd like it, but I think I was just in a weird like slump, and I was like, that's definitely not for me right now.
Yeah.
So I might watch the book first, so I know what goes on, and then try.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah.
Might do that.
Yeah. I really definitely want to watch it this week at some point, but I'm just like coming to terms with the decision of spending that much money.
Yeah, especially to rent as well. Fair enough if you can.
Maybe because it's just like such new release, hopefully it'll go down in price once it's allowed the people to watch it. Maybe at full price it will come down a bit. Maybe.
I'm glad you love it. I loved it.
Sorry, I feel like Rachel has got very similar like bad opinions today.
I feel like we're just having like a rant review about every book.
Oh well, sorry. Hi, Karen.
Hello. Goodness. Early books.
So Jurassic.
Yeah, I loved it too. I started rereading it actually. I reread the first one.
Yeah, everyone loves it, and I feel like I don't know why I didn't, but I kind of do. So like,
yeah, I'm just such Patrick Ness stan that there was no way I wasn't gonna like it.
Yeah,
came out Friday,
or
at least in the
yeah.
Some 3 or 4.
I have one thing through. I don't know if it's still here, but
I was thinking when I was reading it yesterday, being like, I would really love a family tree of Beartown.
yeah. Honestly,
it's that complex in how many characters you follow and their relationships with everyone.
Yeah,
it's like reading a fantasy for me anyway. I'm like, who's who?
No, but it is, but it's even more confusing because I love fantasies, obviously, but even then I feel like it's never crossed over. Like, but obviously we're following like a husband and wife, and then we'll have them both together, and then it'll follow the wife, and then it'll switch, and I'm confused.
And then the daughter, and then the daughter's school friends, and then their parents, and then the parents who go into the pub owner, and then it's just like.
And I'm just like, yeah, but who's relevant here? Like, I feel like a lot of these, it doesn't matter if we don't remember them, but I'm genuinely like trying to sort through, being like, who are you?
No, exactly.
The only one I remember is Amat.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a pretty big character. He'll be important.
Yeah, definitely. And Kevin. I
Yeah.
feel like he's, yeah. But the other ones, I'm like, kind of know who you are. If your name popped up, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't mind my alarm.
But yeah.
I think I need to listen to it just to make sure there's like the.
Oh, I've been.
That was awful. It just reminds me of Ross in Friends when he goes. No? Do none of you watch Friends? Okay.
No, I got it.
What does it sound like? I don't know. It's like a high-pitched squeal.
Oh,
So good. Oh, I love Friends.
the content you're here for.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. The Jurassic Park one is so good. It's a bit different when the film goes into detail, but so good. Very quick read.
Nice. I definitely actually might really listen to it.
Yeah, again, it's one I always want to get to, and I'm like, oh, but is it good? And then everyone said that it's so good, so I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I need to check it out. But
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I want it again, I think.
Right. There you go. The last.
No one talk, so we could go into a sprint.
Right. Oh no. Okay. My laptop's being really slow. Gosh.
Oh, no.
She's technology. Oh, no. Okay. Happy for 45 minutes?
Yeah, I'm good. I might actually finish my book in 45 minutes. That would be amazing.
That'd be good.
I'm just gonna do
Listen
that.
to Jurassic Park.
Oh, that would be.
Pardon?
I do need an audiobook because I started doing walks every day after work, and I listen to podcasts and audiobooks. So I need an audiobook. So, but then if it gets really scary and the sound effects start coming on, I'll be like, I'll be joining along.
Right. Yeah. On that note.
Yep.
Myself.
Hello. I finished my book.
Yay! You find it in the end?
Yeah, it was good. I rated it a 3.5. It was a very slow start and then it picked up, but also the writing was so easy that if I skimmed descriptive paragraphs, it didn't matter. So like, it's a very weird one to rate because I enjoyed it, but it wasn't anything special. And I will forget about it in a few months. So it's just like a 3.5, like middle of the road, good book. I would recommend it for people who like romance chick lit books, but it's not like knock you off your feet, amazing, everyone needs to read it sort of book. That's how I would describe it.
Nice. What about you, Rhiannon?
I didn't do a lot. Tom came in with food, so he just chilled here and out for a bit, but I have edited a bit more. I feel like I'm just really slow, though. I feel like I can't believe 45 minutes has just passed.
It felt so long for me. I was like...
Yeah, it felt long for me.
Oh, okay. Might have been just me then, but yeah, it's a mess. As you can see, I'm red because we had to move a wardrobe. Because basically, I'll give you a sneak peek. I had a wardrobe there, but I've ordered like a little sofa.
Oh, nice.
So I had to just move it downstairs, and I am not strong. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I didn't read anything, unfortunately, but hopefully.
You're productive.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully I can read a bit tonight anyway. So we'll see.
It's still only 20 past 8.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm knackered now.
I ended up getting through, I think, 3 chapters plus the prologue of Jurassic Park.
Does it have sound effects?
None yet, but
oh, okay.
Sadly. But yeah. So good so far. Interesting read, but yeah.
I really want to read it now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's exciting. Already there's drama.
Oh yeah.
So intrigued.
Hello. Hiya. Because I'm so confused. I didn't know what it was about.
I think all of us.
Okay. Well, yeah, we were reading. Much. Just joined by reading The House in the Syrian Sea, and I'm absolutely loving it.
I'm going to read that. I'm so excited to read that.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Yeah, I feel like it got so much buzz when it came out, and then it's had no buzz, but then everyone seems to
I haven't heard a single bad thing about it, but also I'm like one of those people that I feel like if I read it, I won't appreciate it for what it is, and I'll be the person who rates it really badly. So I just don't even want to touch the preciousness that is like accumulated that book. So I'm just gonna leave it.
I'll let you know if I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, no, definitely. That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Hello. Nice. I do plan to read it eventually. Finish my buddy read chunk. Nice. So
yeah, but of what?
I was just like, what is that?
The Stranger in Your House thing.
Oh.
It's the one inside your house. Yeah, that's the one.
Some books just don't belong as acronyms.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice.
Pretty good. Ooh. Thanks for coming on. I haven't read that yet, but
no, I haven't. It's like my classics TBR, I feel like, and then I haven't read a single book off of that TBR yet, which is great.
When did you make? Is it a video?
Yeah, I posted it back in January, being like, I think it's 6 classics that I want to read, and I was like, so every 2 months I'll read a classic.
Well, end of the year, can you please react to it?
Yeah, imagine. I think at the minute, everyone I'm going to be like, I haven't read it yet. Hopefully, they just intimidate me. I've got to be in such like a mood for it, and I don't know.
I just feel like I'm interested in classics that are not like the typical classics. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the Jane Austen or the Charlotte Bronte. Like, it's Jurassic Park. And
Yeah.
I'm quite interested in a 1984 as well, just because like of the Big Brother-esque thing, and her Handmaid's Tale I'm also interested in, but they're not like the spoken about classics.
Yeah, to be fair, I've got Rebecca on there, and that was on my TBR for last month, and I didn't read it. So just like sit down and power through. I feel like if I start with something like Rebecca that's not technically like a classic,
yeah,
I feel like I can move into it, because I've got like Little Women on there. I think I've got Dracula.
oh okay.
I'm like, oh, I was a bit ambitious.
To be honest, I want to read Little Women purely for the fact that it's mentioned in Friends.
Fair.
But also that entire episode where Joey talks about The Shining and Rachel talks about Little Women, they spoil it for each other. Like, that's like the whole like comedic value of that episode. So I kind of know what happens in Little Women because I've watched Friends so often.
I know, yeah, I know what happens, because I think I was watching Gavin. I think it was one of his vlogs where I read it, and he was like, oh, when this happens, and then he was like, oh, is that a spoiler? Oh, well. And I was like, oh. So, like, I know the big, like,
yeah,
bad moment, but I'm like, I don't know, because the film's out as well, I'm like, I can just watch it.
and it's a classic. I feel like people just know now, like, if you want to read it, you'll like, I feel like with classic people just spoil it because it's a classic, like it's such a well-known story and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind stuff like that. I think I'd rather know about it before diving in, especially like films. I feel like I prefer the film first and then read the book, just so I could follow a bit.
Yeah, you have context then.
Yeah, exactly. And Little Woman's like 500 pages. It's massive.
Hefty, yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I like Rebecca, and I really enjoyed Dorian Gray, but that's as far as I really go. But like
another one, yeah, another one. I was meant to budgie read that with you, wasn't I?
I just read it anyway. I felt so bad.
No, honestly, I just need to. Yeah, I need to like just get on it, because I say I'm going to, and then I don't, and then I get annoyed.
Well, Dorian Gray's not too long as well, so that's probably fairly-ish good.
And I did start Rebecca last week. I tried. I read 2 pages, I think, because I was in the car and I was like, oh, I'll try reading, and then I was like, no, not a book.
I can't read in the car. It makes me feel sick.
Yeah, I'll see. I'm good at it, but it has to be something where I don't have to fully concentrate, because like Tom's got music on and stuff and whatever. Yeah. But yeah, it's just such, straight away the writing is so beautiful. I was like, yeah, I can't read this in the car. Yeah. No, thank you. So.
Oh, I love reading in the car. I just do that every long journey.
I wish I could.
Pardon?
I said I wish I could.
Yeah. I went on a school trip once, and it was like 5 hours on the coach. And me and my friend literally just sat next to each other, and we read for the whole 5 hours, like no talking at all. And we just sat in silence, just reading.
That's so cool.
In school, I feel like, yeah, you always just have a speaker at the back of the bus or something then.
Do you remember Bluetoothing music, like songs over? The days. What songs do you have? Oh, I want that song.
Yeah. It was Fireflies and like Black and Yellow with like our friend. It's like, have you got Fireflies? I'll send it to you.
What's the Gold Digger as well? I feel like was like a classic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot. Oh my god.
And the Sony, it was a Sony music phone, wasn't it? Like that black and orange one with like the squiggles. Oh, memories.
Good times. I'm in such a nostalgic mood now.
Yeah.
Oh, I still
especially after that video.
Yeah, I've not watched it. I saw it pop up and I was like, okay, I'll watch it in a bit. I feel like I'm just gonna not be able to.
Oh, you'll be in fits of laughter. It's absolutely hilarious.
Okay, I'll watch it in the next sprint.
I don't remember making it at all. I have no recollection of it. And oh dear. I'm so glad I did not go down that route of Nice. I am enjoying it so far. I mean, I got definitely distracted throughout sprint, like finding old videos, but
okay. I need to read this now. I need to get that.
I feel like I would want the physical copy to read along with the audiobook. I feel like that would really enhance it. So I might be buying.
But the UK covers are disgusting. There's a binder of all of them that's like, I'm not sure if it's a Barnes & Noble one or just like a special cloth bound one, but that is gorgeous. And
I think Kylie said that the Barnes & Noble one was really, really pretty.
I can't remember. It's like a white cover with a dinosaur in the middle, and I think there's like red on it or something, if I'm remembering it.
I wonder if Folio Society has.
Ooh, that might be good. Well, I've typed in Jurassic Park book and Folio Society has popped up straight away. So,
Barnes & Noble.
I've seen. Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, they're not the best looking book covers.
Even the Folio one. Have you seen that?
That's better than
To be fair, that is pretty cool, but
to be fair, that one isn't horrendous. That's just the paperback that's on Amazon. That's not horrendous. It's doable.
Yeah.
Like for like a there's better versions out there, obviously, but for
How expensive is that though?
That one's only £7, like a standard book.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, the Folio one's like £40.
Yeah, I only have one Folio Society book, and it's like my prized possession because it was so expensive.
I really want the Lord of the Rings ones, but they are so expensive. I think it's like £150 or something.
It's mental how pricey they can get.
Wow, like they're so pretty, but like, oh.
Yeah, my boyfriend treated me to the Winnie the Pooh one for Valentine's Day. So I have it. And it's beautiful. It has like a dark green slipcase and the book is red. I feel like I should get it.
Oh, go on. Oh.
I'm definitely giving that.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing. That's stunning.
I haven't got my headphones in. My headphones fell out. I was like, why can't I hear anyone? Okay, I was like, why can't I hear anyone? My headphones are out. But yeah, slipcase and a really pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, it's stunning.
Oh my god. Why
and
do
there's like
cry?
it's like proper like illustrations and everything inside.
I love it.
It's like my prized possession. I love it so much.
I love that so much. Oh, I didn't realize that author's got a mystery book. It was referenced in the book that I'm reading now, but I think it's only really short, but it's like £5, I think. And I was like,
I might need that. Winnie the Pooh is like my heart and soul.
Oh, so pure. Love it. I didn't know they did a special edition for that. To be fair, I don't need to go looking for it because,
well, I feel like you can just see in the background. I literally have 2 Winnie the Poohs.
Oh,
because he's my bae.
See, I love Winnie the Pooh, but like character-wise, I always go for Eeyore. I just feel like, oh, the cutest thing. I've got my teddies are all at home, like my mum's house. Oh.
He's got little earlobes on everything. It's so cute.
Oh, you're making me miss mine. Like all of my stuffed animals are at my mum's, and it makes me want to cry sometimes because I just wish.
Like the detailing on this is like ridiculous. Like it's a special edition. It was quite expensive, but yeah, I have the special edition Winnie the Pooh as well. He's dressed up like a farmer. I feel like this is just going on a tangent, but like, look how cute. You're coming with me because I can't take my headphones out again. So he's a little farmer with little wellies. Like, I'm sorry, but how cute. He's got a little like hat. Oh
my god, that is. Oh, I think the cutest one I've got a Stitch, but he's in like an Easter onesie, so it's like a bunny.
Oh, those ones are so cute. I used to have the Minnie and Mickey ones of those, but I did get rid of them because an ex-boyfriend got them for me. So we can't keep that, but I do. Yeah.
Oh,
so cute.
Oh, they're the cutest. Right, I'll calm down now. But
yeah, sorry, that was a massive tangent from Jurassic Park to I don't know how we got there, but
we did.
I'm glad.
I'm so glad we got to see those.
I just can't get over the little farmer's hat.
Oh, I know, and the wellies. Oh, so cute.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I'm
sorry. There's a comment from Chloe further down that says, "I can't believe I'm only just hearing of Folio Society."
Yeah, it's such a cool website, but literally it scares you because you want all the books, but they're so expensive.
Yeah, I think Karis has got an edition of Rebecca, and even though, like I said, I haven't read it yet, oh my god, the Folio Society one is stunning.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they've just released a Noughts and Crosses edition, I think.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah, I love Folio, and I love, is it Juniper Books?
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, Juniper Books. It's got they have a load of different ones. I'll try and, oh, they're so pretty. We're going on a fun tangent now, sorry.
I know. Disney and Folio Society. I can't ask for anything more, to be fair. So.
Oh, I'm just like scrolling through the website now, which is just dangerous.
Oh, I know. I literally have no money. I can't buy. Like, the thing is, it's like, do you buy a really cool edition of one, like a book that you've already read that will just add to your collection, or do you spend that money on like 4 books that you can read for the first time?
Yeah, that's what I always think. I'm like, do I buy copies of Lord of the Rings, or do I buy new books?
Yeah.
Like you said, I could get like 4 books for that price, but I'm like,
No, exactly. It's so hard to make that choice. Like, if only I had so much money, I could just do both, but I don't.
These are so expensive, but like, I'll show you. So there's like one for the whole Wheel of Time books. So they do like dust jackets and stuff.
Wow.
The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, those ones are cool.
Little Women box set. They're just so pretty.
Wow.
But they're so expensive.
Oh, books, man. It's like that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Like, it's not the worst habit to have, but it's one of the most expensive habits to have.
Yeah, it's a big deal though, because my stepdad always used to say, like, "Oh, you spend a lot." My mum was like, "Well, she could be doing drugs while smoking." So, like,
yeah, that's what I always say when my mum's like, "Another book parcel for you coming in the mail." And I was like, I could be addicted to other things. Let me live my dreams of having a library and me collecting books. Like,
literally. Yeah, to be fair, for stuff like that, I'd normally put it on like a Christmas list.
Yeah.
Ever would want to get me something, it's there. But Tom's always like, £60 for one book, and I'm like,
yes. No, exactly. My parent, like, I put books on my wish list for like my birthday and Christmas and stuff, but I feel like my parents and they don't kind of understand the reason why to get books.
Yeah.
So they just don't get books, so I end up just buying them myself. And not gonna lie, I recently just did a spreadsheet of all the books I've bought this year so far, and I added it all up.
I did not do that. I did not do that.
I was just like, because you buy like one book here, £6. You're like, oh, okay, one book there. It's like, it doesn't really add up. And then you actually put it all together and you do the total. I'm just like, that's a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that's what I'm bad at doing. I'm like, oh, it's only £6, and like that's fine. Nothing. It's not like a big order, is it? But like, I did do that massive Waterstones order, didn't I? And I was like, yeah, that's a lot. I won't buy any more books for a while. And now I've got like 8 books that have arrived so far this month. And I think.
And you've done 2 March book hauls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to call you out or anything.
I don't know how it happens. I feel like I do so well, and then it gets to a certain point, and I'm like, well, I might as well just buy them because they're just sat in my basket anyway. And I'm like, why?
No, I feel you.
There's a lot of pre-orders at the minute.
Yeah.
Have I? Actually, no. I've got 1 pre-order.
You're just kind of like sinking in. The reality is sinking in. You're like,
I looked at it earlier. I looked at it and I was like, I've got 8 books already, and it's what? 7th.
That's 1 a day.
Wow. 1 I didn't buy. 1 I got off my mum, and it's the Barack Obama book.
Oh, okay.
But she got it as a Christmas present, and then she was like, there you go. But the other ones, we love it.
You're fine. You're going to read them all eventually. You have your whole life to read all the books.
Exactly. To be fair, one was like £3 from Tesco because I went to Tesco and I had a browse.
Nice,
I
fair
saw
enough.
it in Tesco's, and now I'm like, it's because the paperbacks come out, and now it's like really cheap. So I'm like, you have to get that.
Which
Mhm.
one?
Hamnet.
I know. I saw the paperback come out. Oh, I'm so tempted. It's so good. I don't know if you guys would like it though. I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna like
I don't
it.
think it's just my cup of tea in general. I'll leave it to you guys on that one. But
Yeah, I didn't think I would like it. Like, I've always been interested in like Shakespeare, that sort of thing, but I've never I never studied anything really.
yeah.
But it's just, I just think the writing's just beautiful. I'm like, oh, so good. But yeah, I'm not sure if you just, I don't know if you gel with
I
it.
don't think it's I just I don't have any interest. If I have a little bit of an interest in it and people say I'll enjoy it, then it'll like more like push me to pick it up. But if I just have no interest off the bat, then
Fair enough.
it's hard to.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I really want to read it because again, I didn't know it was like a Big Brother type thing. Was it India's library?
Yeah, I think so.
I need to read it, but again, do I need it? No.
No, exactly. But they're the books that are always like free on iBooks or stuff because they're like the classics.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's true.
I fall asleep most nights listening to audiobook Pride and Prejudice.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I feel like it might be a bad thing. Just
Yeah.
to laugh.
Yeah. Oh.
I feel like it's such a hit and miss thing. I feel like people either really like it or really don't like it.
Yeah.
So. And again, I feel like that's one I'd have to watch the film for because I don't know anything about that story. And like the things that I've seen, I'm just like,
Yeah, once again, I've never been interested in it, so
yeah.
no.
Hello, thank you for coming. How many are you planning on doing? At least one more for sure. But we do a lot of talking, so it depends how long we talk.
You're just joining our like FaceTime chat, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. I've enjoyed the chatty bits though.
Yeah.
To be fair, I love seeing Winnie and Eel.
Oh, they're my best buds. Eel actually sits on my bedside table. That's why he was so easy to get. And then Winnie the Pooh guards my like Winnie the Pooh collection. So I have a couple books. He sits next to them with my little glass Winnie the Pooh statue. I have a little shrine for him.
That's so cool. I love it.
I love it. Oh,
hello.
I feel like my hand looks tiny.
Just creeping in there at the bottom, like.
It's like I'm not fully committed to the weight, but I want to say hi.
Yeah. I can't remember what has diagrams in, but the physical copy of something.
Jurassic Park.
I want to say.
Most likely, yeah. I might actually see if my library has it and swing by.
We want the physical copy to read alongside it, didn't we? That would be cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we went over that.
That's Winnie the Pooh. Because all the other ones are Joe, just a little I think they're limited. They were like special editions for Winnie the Pooh's 90th anniversary, which was a couple of years ago. So I don't think they're still available. Hence why like I've kept the tags in both of them.
I did that. I think I've done my Stitch one and like the Christmassy ones. You know, if you spend so much, you get a Mickey with like the year on it or something. Yeah, got one of them.
I know I'll never sell them, but for me, it adds that like extra little price tag.
Yeah.
Just maybe one day, you know, when it's like the news comes around, it's like, oh my god, this thing's worth like so much money. Like the gold editions of like the old Disney classics on VHS this recently like relived on like the surface, and they were like, oh, this is now worth like £1,000. And we were all looking at our like VHS being like, do we have any gold editions? We didn't. But I just feel like maybe one day they'll come back being like, oh my god, they're worth loads. And if I'm like really struggling, I might be like, maybe, but I probably won't.
Even if you sold it now, you could get a lot of money for that because it is rare. Like,
yeah.
I mean, so yeah, especially if you keep it for longer. That'd
No,
be
exactly.
fun.
But I buy them for myself, but also they're like they will become heirlooms. Like they need to go down my family. If none of my kids like Disney,
Disown them.
yeah.
I was going to say though, if you have kids and they're like, "Oh, can I steal this toy?" You'd be like, "No, that is mine."
It's mine. Yeah. Literally. Until they're old enough to know they need to handle it with care.
Exactly.
It's not going to be a chew toy or like a teething mechanism. No thanks.
I love that. I'm the same with like my stuff. I'm like, I can't even my niece, when she comes around and she's like pulling DVDs off and stuff, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Nope.
You have your toys. I have my toys.
But they always want what they can't have, and it's really annoying.
Literally.
To be fair, I did get her a Tinkerbell doll the other day for her birthday.
Aww.
She was really happy with it because I bought her the DVDs and a doll so that she could watch it and play with it.
That's so cute. I love that.
Yeah, I wanted to keep them for myself, not gonna lie. They arrived like, oh, these are cute. Plus I love doll films.
They're like so underrated.
They are amazing. Literally,
Yeah.
I was listening to Demi Lovato's song, you know, the one that's on the film. I had to replay because I was like, I need a bit of that right now. Oh, love it.
It's so good. Oh, so underrated.
Yes, like if you need a feel-good film, just put that on. It's so good.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I think I love it, but I'm unsure. Is that Pride and Prejudice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know it kind of does make sense. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I get it.
Yeah.
I think so.
You do you, Chloe. We're here for you.
Oh, I love it so much. Oh,
Because
yeah.
in Disney, adults can't actually dress up as characters. So
Yeah.
adults call it Disney bounding, and you just take aspects of the characters and like turn it into like a costume of sorts, because Disney don't want a policy of like, if you went as like a stormtrooper or something for like Halloween, for the kids to then think you're actually a stormtrooper and then you act like kidnap the kid sort of thing. So adults can't dress up as Disney characters for like Halloween or any like special parties or stuff. But you can go Disney bounding, which is like taking aspects.
Disney bounding. Oh.
It's amazing.
People get so creative with it too. Like, I feel like I'd just be the worst person.
No, I know. I literally wear like a red t-shirt and paint myself yellow and be like,
See, I straight away go for like Alice or something. Like, I don't know how I would do that still, but I'm like, that'd be cute. But everyone does that. Or Snow White, you know?
Yeah.
White, not red, white. Red, yeah, red, white, blue, and yellow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. God, that took me a while. But yeah, that's cute. My mum got rid of mine. I was literally in school one day and I came home. All of them had gone. And I can't remember. And I had some of them, like not even Disney films, but I had some that, you know, like childhood films that you absolutely love. Now I can't remember what they were at all. And I've never been able to find them again. And it makes me sad.
That is sad.
My mum's the type that's like,
Get rid of
yeah. And I was really, really upset.
That's so sad. They could have been worth a fortune.
Yeah.
I know. I remember I had Little Mermaid because the scene with the shark always terrified me. You know, when the boat. Snow White, definitely. Hercules. I'm trying to think of the other ones, but I had loads, and I'm so upset. I'm still bitter about it to this day. But yeah, hang on to them, Joe.
Yeah, don't ever let them go.
Of them. I always just have this one memory of watching the Pooh one, and it's like, is it Heffalumps? Is that? Yeah, and it's like that like episode when like singing and it's like raining. That's just, I have that memory of watching that on VHS all the time.
Winnie the Pooh isn't my favorite film, like Disney film. Like if I choose to watch a Disney film, it won't be Winnie the Pooh because I just don't love it. But he's just the best character.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's been a few years since I watched Winnie the Pooh. I feel like I was in Tom's house like 3 years ago. I was like, oh, okay.
I love the new Disney Winnie the Pooh film, Christopher Robin. So good, where they animate the characters. So cute. And also the one that Disney didn't do called Goodbye Christopher Robin, where it's like the backstory of how A.A. Milne like wrote the story.
Yes.
And that one's really, really good too.
I haven't watched it, but I know which one it is. I need to watch that. Actually, you've just reminded me.
Yeah. I'm just seeing Joe's comment of "Half for lumps and wibbles." It's very confusing.
Such a good song.
Oh,
I love that song.
It makes me so nostalgic.
That's so cool.
I would love to get married in Disney. Like, you can go to the Disney wedding planning website and like put bride to be, groom to be, and then like you can get Mickey and Minnie come to your wedding. You can like, it's incredible, but obviously like so expensive, but not as expensive as I thought, because I just added, for the fun of it, I added all like the high spec like options. I was like, I want this and I want that, I want this, and it wasn't actually as expensive. But then also back when I did it, I wasn't earning my own money, so money was just kind of like this thing that was around. I didn't really know how much you have to work to earn your money, so it might be a different story if I did it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch Super Carlin Brothers?
No.
Okay, well they're like what's it called? Like theory videos and stuff. And they do
Okay.
Disney, Marvel, that sort of thing. But one of the guys actually got married in Disney because that was like their partner's dream.
Yeah.
See, I was crying because they have a vlog about it. Oh my god, tears were coming down my face.
I think I've compromised with my boyfriend that we will honeymoon in Walt Disney World because he won't let me get married in Disney. To be fair, I don't think I'd want to actually get married in Disney. When I like now actually sit and think about it, like it would be absolutely incredible, but also like I'm not that much of like a wedding person. So I'd much rather just go on holiday for 2 weeks and kind of celebrate the honeymoon in Disney and just have like it as a normal Disney holiday, to be fair. Rather than have like the stress of being in Disney for a wedding.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you have to pay for everyone to come out, and it's not cheap Disney, and it's just like
No,
I want all the money that I save for Disney to go on me. I don't want other people taking my Disney money.
No, honestly, exactly. I've literally said that to Tom though, because we've said like Universal and Disney, that's where we want to go, but we're like, I don't want to do it now, but we haven't got the money.
No, it is unfortunately so expensive.
Yeah, definitely. Plus, I really want to go to New Zealand as well, which doesn't.
Same. It's like my top destination aside from Disney.
Yeah. I would do anything to go there now, especially to Hobbiton.
Oh yeah, I can imagine for you. But someone asked in like when I tweeted being like, oh, if any questions, my weekly reading vlog, someone asked, where would you love, like, where's your like where's been your favorite like holiday destination, brackets apart from Disney, because I'm guessing that would be your top pick. And I literally couldn't think, and I was like, I said to the vlog, I was like, right, I went to Disney in 2016 and I didn't go on holiday again until 2019, which was my Disney cultural exchange program. And then I wasn't planning on going on holiday again until 2022, which would have been to Walt Disney World for the 50th anniversary. So in 9 years of my life, I would have gone on holiday every 3 years, and each trip would have been to Walt Disney World if the world hadn't gone to shit and the pandemic hadn't happened. Literally 9 years of my life would have just been to Disney.
That is amazing. I'm so jealous of you. I don't know. Like, we went on one big family holiday to Disneyland Paris in 2007, I think, and it was Halloween time. I remember that. But we used to go abroad for like 2 weeks every single year, so we never ended up going to Disney or anything. Because Mum just wanted like a chill. I'm so bitter about it.
I find it absolutely hilarious that my parents first went to Walt Disney World before Animal Kingdom had even been built. They went in 1988.
Wow.
And then they were like, oh, well, we'll take the girls when they're old enough. So we went in 2000 for our first trip, and they thought it was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Little did we know, we then went in 2002, in 2003, in 2004.
Honestly, that's my parents I want to be. Like, I genuinely want to be able to take...
I don't get how my parents, like, afforded it, because back then they weren't on, like, the best jobs and stuff. Yeah, Disney. I know Disney's got more and more expensive, and kids under 9 in Disney go free, or like have kids prices rather than adult prices. But as soon as you're 9 in Disney, you're an adult. So your adult room rates, adult ticket prices, adult food, but below 9, your kids' rates. So obviously it would have been cheaper when we were younger. But yeah, I don't get how my parents afforded it, because I've been saving for like 2 years and have just got enough to go to Disney by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how did they do it?
Yeah, it's crazy expensive. But I feel like at the minute, if Tom and I both get teaching jobs kind of soon, and I'm like, we can just save. And he's like, oh, we'll save for a house. And then in my head, I'm like, no, we'll save. We'll go for a trip.
Yeah, 100%. Disney's way more important.
Yeah,
if I hadn't been to Disney so much, a house wouldn't be priority.
This house, we've got this house for as long as we need it. Do you know what I mean? Because it is like my childhood home.
Yeah, so a house isn't priority.
No, my
priority.
No mortgage. It's fine. It's not. We've got stuff to keep. It's literally just bills. So I'm like, if we just save. But the only problem is that we'll only be allowed to, not be allowed. We'll only be able to go in summer, and obviously the prices then are going to be like.
Yeah. I'm also like waiting for like the COVID storm to pass, because Disney's still not as it is.
I cancelled my auntie's trip. She was meant to go in August, September. Yeah. They did cancel that for her a few weeks back.
No, to be honest, they're not doing Disney dining plan, which is what you would get if you stayed in resort. It's like your food package. They're not doing that at the minute. A lot of like, it just doesn't feel right. Like Disney's meant to be this magical place where you can just let loose and be carefree. And at the minute, like there's so many restrictions involved. You have to wear face masks. Like there's all these things involved. And I just feel like, yeah, you would be in Disney, but would you really be in Disney? Or would you just be in a place that feels like Disney, but it's not actually full of Disney magic, full of like all the things that you kind of associate Disney with? So
yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I would go to Disneyland Paris for like a little bit of that Disney magic, but then in my head I'm like, but I want to go to Disney World. Like that is, I need it. I'd rather wait a few years, maybe like go to Paris for like a weekend or something.
Yeah.
But
Paris ends up being just as expensive for like 4 days as it is for like a 2-week holiday if you get like good flight deals and stuff. So I'm just like, would I want to go to Disneyland Paris when I know that I'm spending half of that budget on a 4-day trip compared to like a 2-week round trip to Orlando?
To be fair, I've not really looked at the Orlando prices because like I don't want to make myself sad.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I feel like Paris has gotten expensive anyway, so yeah.
And France is being really weird at the minute with borders, so we're most likely going to be able to enter America before we get into France.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not planning on going anywhere for like a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but I really do need to like save up now because
my dream was literally to be in Walt Disney World for the 50th, which is the 1st of October 2021. That isn't going to happen now, but that's been my dream for like 10 years. I'm going to be there on the day that actually opened 50 years later, and COVID ruined that for me.
I genuinely want to cry.
That's so sad.
That is so sad.
I'm going to have that song in my head all day now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. It's amazing.
But like you said, like you'd have to pay for everyone, make sure that everyone's there, keep on top of everything. And I'd rather, have
experience Disney as like a holiday rather than like my boyfriend was like, would you ever get like a villa out in Florida that you would go to like every year to so you can visit Disney regularly? And I was like, how like that would be amazing, but also you wouldn't get the Disney experience. For me, Disney experience is staying on property, having the Disney buses, having the food package, having the magic bands, like having that full like holiday experience for 2 weeks and just being in that Disney bubble. Whereas if you have a villa, every single day you're going to have to drive out of that Disney bubble and then go to a villa that isn't Disney. And for me, that isn't worth it. I'd rather have like a holiday home in like Spain or Tenerife or something like that.
To be fair, I feel like you said, when I go, I'm going to want to be in like the hotels. I'm going to want to just completely
immersify. Yeah.
Harder for myself to enjoy. And like, I don't want to make it more stressful. I'd rather just be there. Everything's sorted. You don't have to think about anything.
Yeah. Oh. No, exactly.
I'm just, don't, because I'm so sad now that we can't go.
I'll
my-
just.
I don't even have mine here to hold, which is really sad.
Oh.
Yeah, we will too. Sorry.
Maybe we should sprint.
I just when people get me on that conversation, I can't stop because like my whole head is Disney. So
To be fair, I always learn new things from you as well, though, because I've never been, but like my dream is to go. And because
if you need help planning when you have booked it, hit me up. I know all the tips and tricks.
oh my
I know
god,
when fast passes get released during the day. I know when to be on the app. I know it all.
oh my god. Okay, yeah. Look at me getting all excited, and this is never gonna happen. Not never. It's gonna happen in like 2 years, hopefully.
It'll be a great day when it does.
Yeah, I want to be like. I don't want to be too much older. Like the first time I go,
Yeah.
that's gonna make a difference. But I feel like I just want to go.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah. So let's stop.
Right. I just checked and we were like talking about Disney for over half an hour. I guess that's fine though.
If you came here for reading, you're in the wrong place.
We always say something. We're like, oh, we'll just FaceTime, and then we never FaceTime. So when we're on here, we're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely just need to like schedule in like a massive FaceTime with everyone so we can just talk rather than worrying about reading. But I do actually need to read, so I need to get a little bit of Bear Town done now I've finished my other book.
We can do that now then, since we got to end the comments.
Yeah.
I think everyone's left, that's why there's no comments.
Well, apparently there are people here. I mean, it's gone down, but
Sorry, Emily.
It's
okay.
Oh my god.
Right. Okay then. Right. I'll mute myself now. But see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Hello.
I didn't read it.
No.
No, I scrolled through Twitter for a bit and then Instagram, and then I was like, I tried to read and I was like, this isn't happening. I read a page. So then I decided to put my review up for the book I just finished on NetGalley and GOODREADS. So I did that. And then I got ready for bed.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't read either. I feel like these sprints are going so fast. Don't know if it's just me. It probably is just me, but I think I've finished. Oh, I've just kicked the cat. Oops. I think I've finished all the editing that I need to do. I haven't filmed that last clip yet, but I might do after this finishes. I'm not sure. It's just to close out the vlog, but I keep putting it off.
No, I don't know how you feel.
Yeah. Oh well. How did you do, Emily?
I ended up listening to 7 chapters of Jurassic
Nice.
Park. So yeah, it's
Are you
still
enjoying?
slowed down a little bit. Like it kind of at the beginning, I was like, whoa, like, and then yeah, it's kind of slowed down a bit. But I can see the drama's about to start. So
I'm so excited to read that now.
Yeah, I feel like we've all just put that on our TBRs now.
I might have to wear my Jurassic Park t-shirt tomorrow. To
You
get
should
in the
be
vibe.
really good for it and just get all.
Yes,
That would be cool.
I should do that. That might be in like a year's time when I actually get around to reading it. I sound excited to read it, but I won't read it for ages.
I was going to say, if one of you reads it and recommends it to me, I could do it as part of my new series.
Ooh,
That would be fun.
that's exciting.
I want to read it and I want to vlog it, but I feel like I won't do that if I don't have a reason to. So.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Yeah, we'll see what Emily thinks.
I've just reserved it from like both the libraries that I'm like.
Oh, nice.
So you can get the physical copy as well. Nice.
So whichever one arrives first, I'll pick up this week, and then.
I feel like I should use the library more. Obviously, since moving and because of COVID, I haven't actually been able to go and like set everything up.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm so bad at, I will just buy stuff because I'm like, if I'm interested in it, I might as well buy it. But then again, if I have the library as an option, I can be like, I don't need to buy it. I can just get it.
Yeah, I'm like that, but I also like, am I interested in this book? Kind of. So then I will look on iBooks or Scribd to see if I can get it cheaper. Obviously, Scribd would be free, and then iBooks if it's less than like $2.99. And actually, the other day I was going through my Amazon wish list to see which books I could maybe like take off because they're in other areas. And I found I was sorting out my entire like GOODREADS, Amazon wish list, Scribd. I was sorting out everything. And I rediscovered a book that I put on my wish list ages ago, which is called 1 Year of Maybe, which is actually about chronic kidney disease and someone having a kidney transplant. And it's like the only fiction book I've ever seen about that topic. So I really want to read it. It's on Scribd. So I'm like,
oh, wow.
That's so exciting. So I actually want to try and get to it this month if I can get to it, because I've been interested in reading this book for so long, but it's never been a book that I want to purchase because obviously I've heard no one talk about it, and I'm just scared I'm going to buy a book for the sake of it when I'm not actually going to enjoy it. But now it's on Scribd, so
that's so funny. Yeah, I've definitely made use of my Kindle a lot more this year, and especially the 99p deals, because it's like you said, books I've been interested in and they are on my Amazon wish list, but then when they pop up for like 99p instead of $8.99, I'm like, okay.
And then if you really like it, you can buy a physical copy of it, because that's what I did with one of my favorite books of last year, Olive by Emma Gannon, and I really want a physical copy of it, but it's not actually out in paperback until June. But now I know that I love it because I've read it as an ebook, that I've pre-ordered it and I'm investing in it and supporting the author and stuff. But yeah, sometimes it's an easier way to get hold of books when you're not sure if you're going to like them or not.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I definitely need to try and do that a bit more, because like you said, there's books I buy and then I'm like, I know I'm not going to read them for a year at least. And I'm like,
if I had the Folio Society of Jurassic Park, I might read it sooner.
Yeah. I can get it for you for your birthday. We could do that.
Way too expensive.
I get what you mean with that, to be fair, but
Yeah.
Pretty books always make you want to read. It's like having new gym wear. Makes you so much more motivated to work out.
And I think it's hard because hardcovers tend to go out of print quite quickly in the UK. I always pre-order it or buy it because I know that I'm not going to get the hardcover in a bit, because it's happened to me a few times and it really irks me. So
yeah,
I need to stop. I don't need to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I go to work at the library, it's like if I see a book that I'm just slightly interested in, or someone mentioned it the other day, I'm like, well, if it's free at the library, I'll just take it home and I'll come home and lick my bag, like breaking my back with all the books in.
Yeah, to be fair, I justify my purchases as well, because I'm like, oh, I'll just film a book haul because they're the videos that do well.
You have content.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and knuckle down and like stop.
Yeah, it's really hard to though, especially like before I started BookTube, I didn't buy that many books. I brought books here and there.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's the same thing. Your first year on BookTube, you get so caught up in everything that you just constantly buy books. But to be honest, I don't think that ever stops, because you're constantly finding new books and wanting to read new books and stuff. And because you're now creating content, you feel like you're investing in your channel to review books, to create content out of it. So you kind of justify it more, but you're not getting any return. So you're just throwing money out at books without kind of getting anything.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like I'm the only person that buys me books, like Christmas and stuff. I think a couple of people did at Christmas just because Tom was like, what can my family get you? And I was like, here's my wish list, just it's fine, just like give me a book. But nobody does, because my mum's like, well, you've got too many books already, so there's no point me buying you more. And then Tom was like, you really don't need more books.
Exactly that.
Dude, it's a need.
Yeah.
Like, I've got no space for it. I've got no space for it. I definitely won't get to them soon unless it's like gifted, but it's just, it's a faff.
Yeah. It's an endless cycle.
Honestly. It just makes me happy though.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to keep doing what makes you happy at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I really shouldn't. It costs me too much. I think it's the fact that I'm home at the minute as well. So like, if I'm bored, I will just go on certain websites. I'll have a look. I'll have a browse, and I will just be like, oh, okay. And the bargain books, they always get me as well.
Yeah,
I should love a bargain, but I feel like if I'm in school now, because again, I've been looking at my phone so much. But when I'm in school, obviously, I can't. I wouldn't anyway, because I feel like it's rude. So I literally don't check my phone all day except for lunch.
Yeah.
Nicest feeling. It stops me from like spending too many hours on Twitter. It stops me from going on Amazon. It's just great. Get a job.
I actually find, like, I know it's like a saying, but out of sight, out of mind. With my phone, that is 100, like, massively helps me. If I'm wearing my dressing gown because it's really cold, which I have been doing, and it's April, it's mental. But if I put it in my dressing gown pocket while I'm working, I won't even think to check it. But if it's out on my desk next to my keyboard, where it is usually half the time, I'll do about 5 minutes of work and I'm like, oh, my phone's here, I'm just going to pick it up and check it. But like the out of sight, out of mind thing really, really helps. And also I've been started using the Forest app again, because it just literally makes me not go on my phone because I don't want to kill the tree.
See, that doesn't work for me because I just kill the tree. I'm like, oh, I'll do it properly the next time round, and then it goes to the next time, and I'm like, oh, I just can't be arsed. It's so bad. I just get too distracted. It's so annoying.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It was like half an hour ago, but good Disney chats.
39 pages. I think you did better than all of us. Although you did read 7 chapters, so I don't know how many pages that would be.
Yeah, I don't know. Much. Chapters are like 5 minutes long, and I'm on times 2.
To be fair, I feel like the recent prints I've done, I haven't actually read in any of them. I don't know why.
Just call them productivity sprints now.
Yeah.
And just do what you need to get done.
I have been doing stuff. I haven't just not been doing anything. I feel like I need to catch up. I was like on par with you, and now I'm way behind, and it's stressing me out. But
honest, I haven't read any of it today, so
fair. I think after these sprints, it sounds stupid, but I will probably go to bed and read.
Yeah.
Try and catch up because I've got a lot of uni work tomorrow, so I doubt I'll get much reading done.
Yeah, that's why I'm like at work at the minute. Like usually I can like fit in like an hour and a half of reading in work hours because I'm a bit quieter. But the minute I have this deadline that's coming up and I'm just so stressed about it. I've had it for a week already and I've done no work on it because my creativity and my inspiration is just absolutely gone for this project. That I'm just like, I'm blank of ideas. And I literally had to email today being like, I need an extension.
Oh, no. Oh, I get that. That's my stress today, is that I've basically not heard anything from this teacher. And all he said at before the holidays was you need to come up with a lesson about the local area, but their local area is not mine. So I'm trying to like learn things about it, but there's literally nothing. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm teaching on Monday when I go back. Don't know great lessons. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like, do I message him because it's his Easter holiday? I don't want to be.
Yeah, I would message. If he doesn't reply back, then you know that he doesn't want to reply. But if he replies, then
yeah, because I checked like the Google Classrooms as well, and there's literally only one thing that's been up there, and I'm like, oh no, I don't know what to do.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, so again, I feel like sometimes it just comes to you, but other times you're like,
yeah. It's a struggle.
Yeah, but I hope that gets sorted out for you.
Thanks, me too.
Is there anything I need to go through Twitter? Happens all the time.
Yeah.
I never used to go on Twitter. Like, I hated it. I was much more of an Instagram person, and now literally the first thing I do is Twitter every day.
It's my go-to app. Every single time I pick up my phone, I'll go on Twitter, and then only like a few times a day I'm like, oh yeah, Instagram, I forgot about you. I'll check you. But it's not my Instagram's definitely not my go-to. It's always Twitter. And maybe that's just because I like words more. I don't know. Like I like actually reading people's I never ever scroll through Instagram, like the actual feed. If I load the app and you're the first picture up, I'll double tap it.
I'm like that. I'll go through this.
I won't scroll.
But I'm not bothered to. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't know why I feel bad, but yeah, I haven't got. I don't know. I haven't got the attention span for that. I'm like, okay.
Open the app. If it's first image, you get a like. If not, I'll go straight to stories until I'm bored, and then I'll scrap, and then I'm done. I spend about probably 10 minutes a day on Instagram, and I spend about 4 hours on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm the same now. I used to be the complete opposite, but even like my personal Instagram, I barely go on that anymore. I think I've checked it once like this week, and I'm like, I'm not bothered what other people are doing.
Yeah, it's just all the same these days, isn't it? Because of lockdown and stuff. Like, there's no sense of like FOMO or anything at the minute because literally everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah. Or I get angry at people because I see them socializing or something when they're not meant to, and then this just.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I need to do a cleanse. I need to go on Facebook and Instagram and just like delete everyone that I really don't care about. Yeah. And I feel that'll make me feel better.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, there's people, when you add in school and that, and now you think, I haven't spoken to them in years. I genuinely don't care what they're up to.
Yeah.
Why am I following them?
To be honest, if I feel bad for unfollowing, I just mute them. So technically I'm still following, but I just don't see any of their stuff.
That's true. I didn't know you could do that. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, you've done this.
Yeah, totally.
Nice.
That's exciting.
I've heard such good things.
What's the rating that it has on Goodreads?
I don't
know. We're all going to check now.
I know.
Oh my god, I keep
4.5.
It's what, 4?
Yeah, 4.5. I was not expecting that. I was thinking like a 3.6, 3.8.
Yeah, the majority of the reviews are 5 stars as well. Wow.
Damn.
Okay, I really want to read this now.
I've just seen a review, and the first line is, lessons from this book. Kids are annoying and will get you killed.
That's books with Emily, or books by Emily, or Emily
Yeah.
Fox. Yeah. I used to watch her all the time.
That just made me really laugh. Oh my god.
She's still rated at 4 stars though, so it can't be that annoying.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm just really intrigued now. It's one, I think it comes in waves where I hear about it and I'm like, oh, that sounds really good, and then I don't think about it again for months. And now that it's been brought up, I'm like, oh, okay.
I just love how the main genres that are tagged for this book on Goodreads are science fiction, thriller, adventure, fantasy, horror, classic. And I'm like, they're all genres I don't read, but I really want to read this. Like, none of them are like, bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's literally not what you enjoy at all, but you're like, oh.
Yeah.
I feel like you might possibly like that, especially if you like the films. I feel like
I love the films. It's one of my favorite film franchises. So
I didn't know that. That's I love
it just holds a special place in my heart because it was like the first ride I did on my like amazing summer away and stuff. So it holds a special place in my heart. And then I brought the T-shirt to what's that word?
Commemorate.
Thank you. That ride and that first ride of my amazing summer. So then I rewatched all the films when I got back, and I like fell in love with it. And then the music now gives me goosebumps, and it's just like this whole like little circle that I've created on this. Like,
that's like with Pirates of the Caribbean. It's one of the only rides I remember going on in Disneyland Paris because like the vibes of it, the song, like the boat ride itself, my favorite. So now every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, yes.
That's so good. Pardon?
I haven't seen any of them.
Pirate.
I've only seen 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, you don't need to see the rest. It's,
okay.
No, not worth it. 1, 2, and 3 are top tier action, and then they just kept going with it, and then you go.
Yeah, how many was there? Like 6, 5, 6?
I think there's 5, and they were gonna do another one, but obviously Johnny Depp's in.
Yeah.
A bit of a weird place right now, so I don't know if that'll happen. But yeah, the first 3 are literally
I don't remember much about them though. All I remember is Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp in that ball between like the 2 cliffs, and him running down a beach. That's all I remember out of all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because he's used as quite a big gif. Isn't he, him running down the beach?
Yeah.
So he's using a lot of gifs.
It's just all the cannibals are chasing him, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those where I just every now and then I'm like, oh, I just need to watch it, and then it just hits. It's like Shrek or something like that. It's one of those films where
I'm not a lover of Shrek.
Oh my god, one of my favorites.
Like, it's enjoyable, but I won't ever be like, I'm in a mood for a film. Let's put on Shrek.
To be fair, I'm not. Like, I would go for other things, but then when I think I've seen a lot of things recently about like Shrek 2 and like the music scenes and stuff, and it's just brilliant. Now I watch Shrek. Sorry, that is a massive tangent that nobody asked for. Please watch the Pirates films.
I know.
So good.
I need to amend that.
When I went to Disneyland, I bought a necklace, and you know the coin that they have?
Yeah.
I bought them, but I was so scared because of the film. Elizabeth finds a coin, and these pirates come because this coin is like some sort of, how would you describe it? It like calls to them, basically.
Yeah, it's like cursed in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, because of that, the pirates come. So I used to keep it in a little locked box because I was scared that the pirates are going to come. And I still have it. Oh, it's just the best thing. It's so funny.
This gif.
Yeah, where's that? Oh, you need to watch it. It's genuinely.
Yeah, it's a good laugh.
Yeah. I just feel like plus Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
I love the music, like the whole soundtrack. I just love, but I just never actually watched the films.
That's crazy. Oh no, I don't
Ooh.
know philosophy and that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's my excitement was here, and now it's like, yeah.
That's what I think sometimes. I feel like I'm too stupid to read books because there'll be this big thing behind it, and I'm like, I just know.
That's what I feel with Beartown, though. I feel like I've missed something. I'm like,
Yeah.
I definitely feel like I missed something because the big event just shocked me so much. I'm like, surely there were like little Easter eggs and stuff hidden in the first 200 pages to lead up to this, but I just completely missed them and went over my head.
Oh, okay. I'm excited to carry on now. But yeah, I did a philosophy module and it just makes me angry. So
Yeah.
I can get the sciencey part of it, but again, I might be so stupid that I don't even realize that it's being philosophical. So
Yeah, true. I'll just be like, oh, this is a cool bit of text.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely feeling that I didn't get anything philosophical from what I've read so far. So either I haven't got to that bit or I'm just oblivious.
Oh, okay. Oh, it says not difficult, just full of meaning and inspiration. Nice.
Okay, I can do that.
But even then, I feel like I'm too stupid for it. Like with Hamnet, I struggled to describe it, and it's not anything difficult. It's just I just can't put into words. So I'm literally there being like, this book is beautiful. And I say it over and over again, and I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? I'm so stupid.
No. So I'm yawning. I'm not tired, I promise.
Don't worry.
First Pirates of the Caribbean. I loved it so much I didn't want to pick up the second.
No, the second and third are so good. Honestly, just the fourth and the fifth aren't the best. They're still enjoyable, but I wouldn't watch, like, I don't get as much enjoyment out of those as I do the first three. I don't think anything can top the first three. So.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I feel like I need a rewatch of them because I can't really remember them all that well.
I feel like I'm way too passionate about it. It just gives me I love it.
I feel like I'm slowly shrinking.
You're just sleeping, and I'm getting more excited. I was
gonna tilt. Okay.
Oh my God.
I used to care what I look like on lives. I don't anymore.
Yeah, I used to put on makeup and everything, and no.
I'm like that. I put on makeup today just because I needed to film a few clips for different videos, and now I'm like, oh, I hate it.
Yeah. If I can not put makeup on, I would greatly appreciate it. I just can't be bothered.
I always think it's a good idea at the time, but even editing this vlog now, I've just edited a clip of me, and like I've come back from a walk, no makeup on, and I've put a big cuddly onesie, and I literally look awful. And I was watching it back, and I was like, oh my God.
I saw your tweet. I decided to ignore it purely for the fact you were being too cruel to yourself.
Honestly, no, but I'm like, I hate it. And I'm like, oh, this is going out on the internet for people to see.
People seem worse. When I did my January vlog style wrap up, I had a really, really bad skin, like week and a bit, and like it was absolutely awful. And I turned on the camera to talk about a book, and my boyfriend watched it when it went live. He goes, I'm so surprised you felt that confident to go on YouTube when your skin was that bad. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't know.
I'm like that. I feel like once it's up, I never watch it again. So I'm like, it's fine.
I'm really bad. I watch a lot of my videos back because I like watching them. I don't know. Is that really cringe?
No, I do that with some, but vlogs, I feel like it's a bit, because I'm like, oh, this is literally just me being myself. It's great.
Yeah, I watched one of my videos from like summer, and I was like, I can understand why people subscribe to me then and not now. I was so much more cheerful. I was just like so happy. I've just like compared to like editing videos now, I'm like, why do I sound so sad and like compared to then?
I love that. See, I feel like I'm the opposite. I feel like I started off really just chilled and like didn't care because I didn't have a lot of subscribers, and I was like, whatever, like let's go with it. Like the quality's bad, everything about it's not great, and now I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to film.
Yeah. I feel like I got really cheerful, and I still am that sort of person on videos. But literally, my intro of my weekly reading vlog this week, I sound so different, and I have no idea why. I think it's because it was my parents went to go visit my grandma who lives alone over Easter. So I had like the whole house to myself over those 4 days when I was filming and stuff and doing all that like content creation. So I just got used to just being like a bit louder on camera and being a bit more exaggerant because there's no one else in the house. And then my parents got back on Monday and I started the intro to my vlog. So I feel like I'm just being a bit more like conservative because my parents are home. So I'm just like, what if they hear me? So I'm just a bit like more whispery and just a bit more.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm not feeling great about it. Like the first clip, I'm all made up and I'm like, woo, let's go. And then the second clip, I'm just like completely like no makeup, massive on, completely chilled, and I'm like,
yeah, it's so cozy. I love people just being more real than like constantly having like full face to make and stuff.
Yeah, 24/7 I'm in my dressing gown, like no
same.
I'm just so cold and that's the comfiest thing, so I'm literally like, but it's fine. I only have to show you the top half. Like I can wear pajamas all day, it's fine.
Exactly. I go into my meetings for work sometimes in my dressing gown, so we're all good.
Nice.
The internet can see me in my dressing gown if my boss can see me in my dressing gown.
That's what I loved about doing uni online this year. I could literally just lay in bed with my dressing gown and just turn my camera off.
Yeah. Yeah, so good. One of the plus sides to everything being at home.
I hate getting dressed now. It sounds awful, but like to go into school, I'm like, oh, I've got to like choose a different top because the kids are gonna have a go if I don't.
I went for a walk after work today and I was like, oh, I can't go out in trackies. I'm going to have to change into leggings. Oh, no. It felt like such an effort. I was like, I really want to go for this walk, but changing into leggings is like horrendous.
I literally wore jeans for the first time, I think since lockdown on Saturday. Because I actually left my house to go see my niece and stuff. And I was like, oh, I feel like I'll put a bit of effort in. And I wore ripped jeans. And I genuinely ripped my ripped jeans. So I like squatted sort of thing. And you know, on the knees, it was like that. And the thing just went, and I was like, ooh. Don't know if that's because I put weight on or if I'm just not used to jeans again and they're not that flexible.
Yeah, not used to jeans 100%. Because I feel like with ripped jeans, you have to be so careful to like not rip them further. And I feel like because we've all been so used to being in like trackies and leggings, we're just not that like, feel like we can be that like carefree and stuff in jeans, which we can't.
Yeah, to be fair, I never normally wear ripped jeans either, but I was like, do you know what? I'm feeling it. Let's go for it. And then I ripped them within like 2 minutes because I think I went down to pet the dog and I just heard it, and I was like, oh no.
Well, at least it was on your knee and not in another place.
Oh my god. That's my biggest fear, like in school or something. If I lean down by a desk and like my bum just goes bing. Because that has happened to me before. Because we've got, you know, in work, it's like those old school trousers sort of thing, where they're not really that flexible. But but in work, you have to obviously bend down a lot because it's like stacking shelves and things like that. And one day I was really lucky. I'd come home and Tom like gave me a bear hug from behind and like picked me up. And honestly, my bum just like exploded. I'm so lucky that didn't happen in work because honestly, the seam on the bum just went. Oh my god! I was like filling a shelf and it just went. Oh.
Although that reminds me of the time we just got a trampoline in the garden like 10 years ago and everyone had come round to help like build it. So then once it got built, everyone started bouncing on the trampoline. My dad started to bounce on the trampoline. And he started doing like straddle jumps and literally we just heard a massive and literally the whole seam in the middle of his trousers just went.
Oh my god! That's so funny.
So, yeah, I think it happens to everyone once in their life. I think
I'm just so glad that it happened when I was at home and not at work because people have had it in work and they've like not realised or something. And I'm like, oh my god! And I tell them, and they're like, I mean, I remember one girl's mum had to drive from like 40 minutes away to bring her new trousers. Like they wouldn't let her go home. Mum had to come and bring her some trousers.
What if no one was available?
That's mad.
Exactly. It was the funniest thing, but
Yeah.
Mental.
My friend, when he came back from uni like a couple of weeks ago, he got back he came from Manchester down to like where we are near Brighton, and so it's like quite a long train journey. And then he got home and realised that he'd like his whole back lying by his arse, his trousers had been split the whole journey, and he hadn't even realised. And I was like, oh god, I would have died if like.
That's my biggest fear, especially on like nights out and stuff, because I'm the type that as soon as I'm like a bit tipsy and there's music, I will dance. And I'm not just like, you know, like I'm like a flipping workout, like all the like squats and everything. And oh my god, the amount of times I feel like I've had a close call.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. How did we get to that? I'm so confused, but I love it.
Who knows?
I need to watch lives back sometimes because I feel like we just go, I know I do tend to go off on one.
I do that too, definitely. That was all the time.
I definitely feel like my boyfriend sussed you out the other day. He definitely said something. I think I was saying that I was on a live with Rihanna, and he goes, oh yeah, you won't get much reading done. She talks. She definitely said something on the lines that she talks too much. I was like, yeah, that's the one.
I genuinely don't. Like, honestly, in real life, I feel like I barely talk. And then once we come on here, I don't know what it is. I'm just like, hi.
I just think because like finally got people that you can like talk about all your like weird like interests and passions and stuff with, because I don't have that in my real life anyway about books and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, I can like relieve all these things I've been thinking about onto people.
Now you make me feel so bad.
No, I love it.
But yeah, I feel like that's true, because even in my booktube newbie tag, I think my old video, I was like, yeah, I've made some friends. And I was like, who are you friends with? You don't speak to anyone. And I feel like it's only like these last 2 months that I've actually like made friends.
I have to say thanks to Boris for that, because if it wasn't for our third lockdown,
yeah,
I don't know where I would be, because I don't know what happened. As soon as UK went into our third lockdown, everyone started doing lives, and I feel like that's when everyone started to become like more friendly, and like the community, especially the UK booktube community, really became like a whole.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I would have been confident enough otherwise to do lives.
No.
Like, I don't think I ever would have done that.
No, exactly. So Boris has done one good thing for the country. He's made the booktube community come together.
Yeah, I suppose. But
even if he doesn't know.
Too much. I just want to fill the silence as well. I feel like if there's a silence, no one wants that. Even though I feel like no one wants to hear me talk either, but I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to reel it in. But to be fair, it's literally Tom is the only other person that I see on a daily basis, and yeah.
No, I feel that. You get bored of talking to the same people. I feel that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Look like a hot mess, like my bun's like falling off the side of my head.
Right now, but thanks. Oh, thank you, Alice.
Yeah, I agree. I only found you at the beginning of this year, so your channel, because of Rebecca. So
yes. I don't know how I found Rebecca though. Like, that's always confused me.
Yeah, that's so true, because the first like thing I watched of you and Rebecca, Emily, was your live show when you froze like this. And ever since, I've like fallen in love with you two so much. But I just don't know how I came across it, because I wasn't subscribed to either of you at the time.
Really?
I feel like I saw your afternoon reading sprints, and I wanted some afternoon reading sprints.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's actually what happened. I don't know.
This must have magically come up on the home feed or something. It's like recommended when you guys are actually live, because I don't know, unless I was following you guys on Twitter and didn't realize you had channels and then you tweeted about it maybe. Like, I literally have no idea, but I'm very grateful. I blanked on the how.
Yeah, I can't remember how either, and I feel really bad about it. how did we all actually meet?
Exactly.
The only one I actually know who like remember how I met her, because she won my giveaway. But like everyone else, I'm like, I can't remember how, but I'm glad it happened.
I found Chloe last summer and fell in love with her weekly reading vlogs. And then, you know, when sometimes you get so obsessed with a channel and then you stop watching them for a bit. I did that with Chloe until she went on a live with Connor. And then I was like one of like the very few people that were on that live. It was like Chloe's first ever live. And then I was just like, I was so like banterous that day. I was like pulling out all the jokes out of my joke bag. And they seemed to both really enjoy it. So I was like, right, I'm gonna be friends with Chloe. And then I definitely messaged her or something. And then that happened. And then I followed you, Rhiannon, since like last summer as well, when you got your Canon, when your boyfriend surprised you with the Canon. Yeah, that video. I remember that video vividly. Yeah, and then you started doing lives, and then that's kind of, and then it was Good Guys Girl to Murder. But Emily, I have no idea. You just rocked up one day and spiced up my life. There you go.
Yeah, I'm like that. I feel like, I don't know when I started talking to Joe. Genuinely no clue, but we decided to do a live together somehow. And then Chloe, I found through yours and Rebecca's live when it was Chloe's birthday.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the beautiful and stuff. And then, yeah,
Nice.
That's how I remember that. Again, Rachel, I feel like ours was alive as well.
Yeah. I definitely think lives really help the community massively.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, I feel like I saw your channel before, like I knew who you were.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I
didn't speak to anyone, so I was just like, okay.
Yeah, no, I get that. I was like that with India, but I feel like India was like my first like official friend, if you call it like that, because she was really new and I watched one of her first ever videos. And then I think I like go back to my like original videos and see who's commented on those videos and see if they still comment on my current ones. And India is one of like the first people. And I feel like I'm the same with her channel as well. And we just end up talking. And then we wanted to buddy read the Tattoo of Auschwitz. And then that never happened. And like we just advanced from there. But yeah, it's just weird how you just grow into friendships and you just can't remember how it all started.
Yeah. The weirdest one for me, I think, is Karis, because I remember watching her videos like, well, she took a 3-year break, so I was watching her videos before those 3 years.
So crazy.
But like, again, I would never like comment or anything. I just watch. And then I'd actually seen her at Yelk and I was like, I know who this person is, but I didn't want to go up and be like, hi.
Yeah.
So again, I didn't say anything. And then it was her that commented on one of my videos about, I think it was about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because I think I hold the second book or something, and she was like, we should buddy read. How it came about. But I'm like, that is, I don't know if I sound like a creep saying that, like, yeah, I used to watch a channel. But it's the fact that like she didn't know who I was, but then like 3 years ago, she commented on one of my videos and I was like,
no, exactly. That's so cool. Also, her video today, the Aries tag, she talks about books so articulately, and I'm just like in awe. I'm just like, how do you talk about books so well?
I know. I genuinely can't. I'm like, okay.
Like, she didn't want to read all of them, and I'm like, what? How? I'm like, this book's good. I
was doing this the other day to her. I was like, I can't remember what we were on about, but I was like, I feel like I struggled to get my thoughts across, and I feel like I read like YA fantasy, so I don't have to talk a lot about like beautiful, intricate writing. And then I'm like, you don't like any of that. You literally deal with like a hard-hitting literary fiction, and like, I just don't get it.
No, exactly.
She was like, yeah, that's what I like.
Oh, thank you, Alice.
Thanks.
Thank you.
If you're still watching.
Yeah.
There are still 6 people watching.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
I appreciate the 6 people. It's not my channel, but I still like being here with everyone. I don't know what I'm on. And I think I'm getting like delirious because I'm so tired.
Oh no.
Isn't it like, is it that live when I was like, thank you for 1K, but it wasn't my 1K live?
Was it on Joe's one or something?
Oh yeah, it was. I think it was on Joe's.
That was the funniest thing. Oh my word.
I meant to say thanks for having me, but I said thanks for 1K.
Oh god, that was literally the funniest thing.
I get delirious after 10. That's what happens when. Look at me. I literally look like a steak. I look like I've just had like a 15-minute crying session, but I haven't. I've literally laughed for like 2 minutes.
But that was brilliant though.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna leave before I say anything else.
To be fair, you did hit 1K around the same time, but yeah, the fact that you just went, bye, thank you for 1K, and I was like,
I meant to say thanks for having me.
Oh, amazing.
Brilliant.
We love it.
I should go back and watch it, actually. That'd be funny.
Oh my god. Oh, wow, these lives make me laugh.
Like with endorphin, you know what I mean.
Yeah. To be fair, again, this video, I cannot say rural in a sentence. I'm like, you know about Fairtown, I'm like, they're in this rural woodland thing.
Oh yeah.
About a minute, I'm there going, they're in a rural, I say like rural, and I'm like, oh my, what?
That's like me with flu. Flu, no. Flu, no.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just trying. I'm like, oh damn. And then there's one bit where I'm like, oh, why can't I say it? I'm getting so angry. And then I just go, rural.
It was like me though on my April TBR when I literally all I wanted to say was Olivia Dade for 40 Love, but my brain was like, no, it's Elizabeth Day, and literally I was like, I pulled out the book. This is 40 Love by Elizabeth Day. No, this is 40 Love by Elizabeth. Why do I keep wanting to say Elizabeth Day? It's Olivia Dade, and I know they sound kind of similar, but my brain was just not registering the fact that I wanted to say Olivia Dade and not Elizabeth Day. The amount of cuts I had to make in my April TBR, I was not on it that day. My words just weren't coming out my mouth.
I hate that. Oh my god. But again, it's like, I feel like if you're on a roll, you can't just stop. So I just try and power through it, and then I just hate it. Like now, I was like,
it's so much worse.
Yeah, why do we struggle so much?
Mission.
I just cut it off normally. I give it about 5 chances, and if I still can't say it, I'm like, this is a town that nobody goes to.
Yeah. Literally, I change it. I said that with flu. I was like, this is another way of saying it. I got through this book really quickly.
Well, it's just, honestly, I get that at least like one thing in every video where I just spend about 2 minutes struggling, and Tom's normally there when I'm editing that part, and we just, oh my god, we burst laughing because again I'm like getting frustrated, but then I have to be like,
fake it till you make it.
Oh, honestly, that's why I get annoyed, because I feel like I can film like 3 or 4 videos a day, but when I sit down to actually film, the stress, I just can't speak. So it ends
after like the second one, I just start word vomiting and nothing of any quality comes out. So I can only max to, like when I did the 3 videos, that was why the last clip of my April TBR was the last bit I had to do, was like picking out the books and fitting the prompts to the books. And literally my mind had gone to mush because I've been speaking about books for so long.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. And the fact that you like talk about the same books, because I did like a book haul, I did like a Scribs TBR, and I did my April TBR, and a lot of the books were the same. And I was just like, I can't talk about this book any longer. I feel like I've repeated myself like 6 million times.
Yeah, I'm like that, but then again, I'm always getting angry at myself because I still can't describe what the book is about. I struggle so much.
Yeah.
Like, I think, say like Robin Hobb, I mention her books so often, but I still can't give a coherent synopsis, I end up just looking at the little thing for ages, and I'm like,
I'm so glad I'm not alone, because obviously you only see the edited version of everyone's videos. So you're just like, oh, they have it on, like, they're so on point, like, they're not, like, stumbling over their words at all. And then you obviously realise that they're editing out probably just as much as you.
Yeah.
But,
It's so nice
honestly,
you like edit a video and you have like more than 30 seconds without edited, and it's just like, how do I actually speak for once?
oh, it's such a win, isn't it?
yeah. I did that in when I'm talking about Amari, actually. There's like a clip where I'm literally saying the synopsis, and afterwards I had to stop and I was like, wow.
That just shows, did you enjoy the book?
Yeah.
That just shows how invested and how well you pick up the story. Because I feel like if it's like the book I just finished, A Summer Job, yeah, it was a good book, but trying to describe that book, because I wasn't fully invested in that story, I find it really hard to then format the synopsis into something that I'm able to like give, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's a book about a best friend who steals the other best friend's job.
Damn.
I know. That's all I can really say, because that's the plot of the book, but I'm not fully invested to be able to be like, and this is like the side plot and this is the other side plot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I feel like when it comes to books like that, I'm like, this is about this. I'm not going to tell you much more because I feel like you should just dive into it.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh, a sneaky way out that is.
No,
I'm going to use that tomorrow when I do my clip for, I finished Summer Job yesterday. It's about this, but you should read it for yourself. It comes out April 15th. Woo!
As I always say is, and it just kicks off from there. And I just say,
I love that.
I always do like, the basics, and I'm like, and then romance ensues, and then action ensues, and then I'm just like, I always do ensues. I don't know why. Ensues.
Oh my god, I'm gonna steal all of these. That is hilarious.
Yeah, good tips. If anyone's a booktuber that's watching, those are some good tips to wrap up synopsises quick when you don't know what you're talking about.
Like, all struggle so much. Like, it's actually hilarious.
Yeah, seeing as that's what our content is based off, no one can give synopsises. Synopsize. Synopsize. Synopsis. Isn't it?
Let's just say what the book is about.
Exactly.
Switch out the words. It's fine. But yeah.
I'm just thinking of the time, and it is 10:30, so I should probably get going soon.
Wow.
yeah, it's suddenly late.
I know. Where's the time gone?
No.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I thought you were gonna say something about me talking.
No. I can't rub that salt into the wound much longer.
Like every time we do chat, I'm like, we definitely need just like a video call and just get it out of our systems.
No, exactly. We definitely need to do that. We need to like schedule. I still feel like I say that every time, but we need to schedule it in, and then next time we do a live show, we're just like, right, we need to schedule it in, and then it doesn't get scheduled in.
Because we've all got stuff going on, and then at the weekend you want to like kind of step away and sort of do other things, but then I don't know.
Yeah, the weekend I'm so inactive on social media because I take it like, I don't act like BookTube is like my like job, but it kind of has to, you have to have that sort of structure. Yeah. So when I'm not actually working, I then kind of also forget about BookTube unless it's editing at the weekend. So I'm just like, get detached away from social media, and I just kind of more just read for the sake of it. And I'm just like, oh, I haven't been on Twitter, or I haven't done anything for BookTube this weekend. Which is actually quite nice because it's just like a Monday to Friday thing, apart from if I'm doing weekly reading vlogs.
I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to struggle to like keep on top of reading, I think, in the next few weeks, because I'm going to be so busy and I can't be asked getting ready and like prep to only film one video. So I feel like Saturdays are going to be my filming days. So and then Sunday I'll probably be planning lessons. So I'm like, am I actually going to read?
I'm just stressed about when I have to go back into the office because it's an hour commute there and back. Wow. So I'm just worried about when I'm actually going to have time to film and edit. Yes. So I'm going to have to read less because I'm actually not going to have enough time. And then my spin studio is going to be back open. And although I have a spin bike at home now, I still want to support my local spin studio. So that takes obviously like 2 hours out of your evening every like 2 days a week, whatever. So like instantly you lose less time and then you catch up with friends and all this sort of stuff. So then where do you fit in reading and then doing 2 videos and then watching BookTube? Like, it's a struggle now.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, I don't know how I used to do 3 videos because I'm struggling getting 2 up now because one of them's normally a vlog.
Yeah.
But because I'm reading less at the weekends, I feel like I just haven't got the content. And I'm like, I don't want to film more sit down videos because I want to like spread them out, but I just can't.
I do like having like 1 weekly vlog, 1 sit down video a week. I can't do weekly reading vlogs every single week of my life. Like, I like having the break. I loved having the break in March and then coming back in April. I feel more refreshed. So I'm really liking my bi-monthly weekly reading vlogs.
Yeah, I did start doing weekend ones instead of weekly, and I feel like that helped because during the week I barely read because I was like trying to keep on top of the things. But then again, there's like a pressure to read them at the weekend, and you have to complete like 1 or 2 books. So I actually don't end up doing anything. I
think that's why India's changed. She's changing to weekly reading vlogs. I think she's starting to feel the pressure of having to finish like 2 books or whatever in a weekend. And it's just a lot because you have like 3 days. Whereas a weekly reading vlog, you don't have to vlog on certain days if you don't want to because you're still going to have content from the rest of the week. Whereas weekend reading vlogs are a little bit more restrictive.
Yeah, I just felt like I kept forgetting what I'd said because I'd leave it a couple of days, and I'm the type of person where like I have to actually like psych myself up to sit down and film a vlog clip because otherwise I just won't do it. So I'm like, unless I literally stop where I am in a book and like put it down and get out the camera, I will just not update.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do myself because I like having a vlog on a Tuesday normally.
Yeah, that's and then a sit down on a Sunday.
Yeah, because that's changed as well. It used to be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think I used to post, and now I'm like, oh.
I like my Sunday schedule, but then because I thought about the week, I'm like, oh, Tuesday and Sunday are really far apart. That's fine. But now I think of it as Sunday. I only have 1 day, and then I upload again. I'm just like, oh, they're really close together. But now I feel like the YouTube algorithm knows that I do Sunday, Tuesday, so I can't change my day. But I just feel like they're too close together. I'm like, hi, I've got a new video.
Yeah.
Hi, I've got a new video. And I'm like really silent for like 5 days. And I'm like, hi, I got a new video.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I was thinking maybe putting my vlog up on Wednesday, but then I feel like that's too far because everyone posts their vlog either on Monday or Tuesday. I'm like,
no, I feel that.
Yeah,
it's difficult.
Yeah,
but we will have to remember that this is just like a hobby and a passion. That it's not like there's no deadlines, there's no restrictions. It's just like when you can.
I feel like as well you notice it because I didn't post for a week, and I feel like it was harder for me then to like gain the momentum again and like get people back watching, and that was
so crazy. I did it for 2 weeks last year. When my granddad passed away, I took like a break for like 3 weeks, I think 2.5, 3 weeks. And I did like a weekend reading vlog. And then the next one I did was my November TBR. And literally it was so hard to get views again, even though I'd literally only been gone for like 3 weeks. I was like, such a shit algorithm. Like, be kinder to your creators. We're literally giving everyone free advertisement.
Genuinely. Like that, that's what frustrates me, to be fair. But that's one of the reasons I feel like I have to keep posting because I feel like people won't care.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to force myself. Like, I think I've said in my recent videos that I was going to do a 24-hour readathon, but I knew that would put me in a slump, and because I don't want to be in a slump, I'm not going to do it. So I think I'll just skip and upload.
I had a video idea, I'm reading books set across 24 hours in 24 hours. I have my next book lined up, and because I don't want to take time off work just to film it, because obviously it takes a whole day, like I can't do it on weekends really and stuff, or weekdays even. So I have to dedicate time to do it because it's set across the entire 24 hours. And my next book is After Dark, and it's literally from 12 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I have to stay up an entire night. I was going to do it on the Thursday between Thursday and Good Friday. But then I had a massive filming day, and I knew that if I stayed up, I wasn't going to get my April TBR done. And for me, that was my priority. So I scrapped that idea for now. I still have the book on my TBR. I'm still going to do it eventually, but because that book is formatted slightly different, like it's set across a night rather than during a daytime, it's a little bit hard for me to figure out how to do it. But I had to pick between the two videos, and my April TBR was priority. So
And we loved it.
to.
You gave the people what they want.
I feel like I was bigging it up and hyping up so much that it was going to let everyone down, but it's literally been so loved. I'm like,
I had such a fun time watching it, and I actually loved like the boyfriend commentary. It was so funny, and you were, oh, Rachel, you're blind as anything. You were literally walking past them, and I was like, it was nice because it was like it felt interactive, even though we couldn't do anything. It was like it was fun.
It was Mark's idea in the first place when we brainstormed at the end of last year, because I was like, I want to do loads of different party games. We sat on FaceTime and we brainstormed a load of ideas, and he was like, oh, for Easter you should do an Easter egg hunt, and I was like, that's a really good idea. So it was his idea in the first place, and then it was his idea for him to film him actually hiding the eggs, so you guys knew where they were when I didn't, to make it a bit more interactive, a bit like Panto, oh, it's behind you sort of thing. So that basically it was all his idea, and then everyone loved his commentary and his like filming, and I'm just like, he's got such a big head now.
I just loved it though. Yeah, it was such a good one.
I do want to do it like every month now, but it's just obviously like it's so themed. So back to pin the tail on the donkey next month, unfortunately.
Not unfortunately, we love it.
I would love to make like a massive donkey, like bigger and like better, but I just don't have the time to make it.
Maybe you should split it up as well into like this arm, torso.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Maybe have the legs as different ones. There's more sections.
Yeah.
I do want to make it bigger, but it's also like printing. Like I only have access to an A4 printer.
Yeah.
So it's a bit difficult to make it any bigger unless I go professionally printed. But I'm like, do I want to do that?
A massive donkey.
Yeah, like I was thinking like at least like A1, do you know, like a little bit bigger. But then would it be really easy for me to just spin around and just get any donkey because it's a really big target?
Yeah. I could just imagine someone printing out a big donkey.
What the hell is this for?
Oh my gosh. No, they're so fun.
Yeah, I love TBR games.
Yeah. Definitely. I've just noticed this.
Does it though?
Oh my god. Like I get so embarrassed. Like I come off lives and I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually so bad and I don't know why.
I'm like, do I want to read on this live? Should I invite Rhiannon?
Leave. That's the thing though, like I love a good structured live. It's just on my own. I feel like I just do chat.
No, I love it. I absolutely love it. I feel so much closer to you once I've had a massive chat. It literally feels like friends. So I love it.
I have gotten better at it on my own channel though. On Karis's, I'm like, oh, it's not my channel. I can just on mine now, I'm like, okay.
Leave her to lose all the views. It's fine. You chat for too long.
Awful friend. No.
I was gonna like still here, not gonna lie, because I was just looking. It's 3 hours and 45 minutes that we've been on, and we've done 2 sprints.
It's fine. It's an hour and a half of sprints. We did 2 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So really, it's a lot of reading.
Yeah.
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 We chat about fun things. So.
And I finished a book, so you know, I call that productivity. And to be fair, once I finish a book, I don't tend to then read again after I finished a book because I like to sit with that book for a bit and like do a review and stuff. So
I feel like that's why I haven't read anything either, because I finished my book earlier in the afternoon and now I'm like, oh, can't be asked.
Yeah, start tomorrow, start afresh, continue a better town tomorrow. I think that's my plan. And also it's really late now, so I'm not going to read before I sleep.
Yeah, I was thinking if I film a clip now, I'll want to edit it straight away so I don't have to do that in the morning. So then in the morning I can just upload it.
Yeah. Just film it tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't want to put makeup on, but then I kind of want to film tomorrow anyway.
Okay.
I don't want to leave it too last minute because my Wi-Fi is awful. So I don't know if it will upload in time.
I had such a struggle with my April TBR on Sunday. Like it just kept. So the glitch at the beginning, I exported it like 6 times to try and fix it because I go like a funny color.
I thought it was me, and then I was like, oh no, I've seen that she said something.
Yeah, I literally couldn't fix it, and because it was such a long video, it was like 36 minutes. It was taking like 50 minutes to export off of my editing software every single time, another 40 minutes to upload to YouTube. So I was getting so stressed, and Mark was like, just do it one more time, try once more, and if not, just upload one with like 10 seconds of error. Like it's not the end of the world. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just think it's their computer, which clearly is what happens. It's fine.
You played me. Oh my god.
It's just like for like 10 seconds I like tried for like 3 hours to try and fix it, like different export settings, different files. I copy and pasted the entire timeline of my edit into a different file completely. Like I tried so much to try and fix it, and then the next day I export a different video and the glitch is gone, and I'm just like what?
Does it only take 40 minutes for your video to upload on YouTube though?
Depending on the file size and how long the video is, yeah.
Oh my god, mine normally takes, honest god, about a 20-minute video will take about 2 hours.
Oh no, I think for me it's about a minute, like a minute per minute. So if it's a 20-minute video, it'll take about 20 minutes to upload.
Oh my god, I would love that. Yeah, I used to like film, edit, upload in one day, but then my software was so slow.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, okay, I need a day just to make sure that everything's fine.
No, exactly.
I think because I like film my phone still, that the file size is so much smaller and like such bad quality, but it just takes like such a short amount of time to.
That's so good.
Yeah, I used to be able to upload it straight from iMovie onto YouTube, but now I have to save it as a file on my.
Oh yeah, you could just share it, couldn't you? You could go file share, and then you had like iTunes, YouTube.
Yeah, so that's how I used to do it. But I used to get a lot of errors, like random little things would go wrong with it. So then, yeah, I stopped doing that. Plus, the quality of it always went down. So,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've clearly sussed everyone out.
I don't feel stupid anymore. That's real. Yeah.
I just couldn't fix it for the life of me, and I was like, I'm so proud of this video. I'm not gonna not upload it on Easter Sunday because that was the whole intent. Easter egg hunt. Yeah. On Easter Sunday. So I just had to get it up. It was less than 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yeah. So I was just trying to be a perfectionist because I knew this video was like TBRs always do better. So I knew it was going to get more reach than usual, and it was quite a unique TBR game. So I just kind of wanted the initial, like my intro not to be glitchy because that's like my intro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. At least everyone thought it was their own computer.
Yeah, honestly, I was sat there like, why? Because I was trying to take a picture, obviously, as well, and be like,
oh, yeah.
I was like, why is it blurry? But yeah.
Yeah, that was my fault. Or my computer's fault more so.
Oh, well, no one realised. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I might have to go because not only am I dying, my laptop is also dying. So I'm going to probably call it a night because I have work again in the morning and I have my stressful deadline.
That's the mood.
Yeah. My laptop's dying. I'm dying. Everything's dying.
And you're stressed. I feel like that's all of us. But I'm stressed and I'm not really doing anything about it.
No, neither am I. I sit at my desk and I think about what to do and I'm just like, I don't know. So I leave it and I'm like, oh, it's 4 o'clock. I'll just fix it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes around. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I'm like that. Oh, well. We'll learn one day. It's fine.
Exactly.
Well, thank you guys for coming on tonight.
Yeah, it's been so much fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I feel bad now that I keep talking.
No, I always just tease you about it. Don't actually mean
it. It's good fun.
I just get into it, you know? Get into it. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good.
Good night, everybody. Thanks so much,
guys.
Yeah, thank you for joining us if you're still.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye.